Well, the latest wave of emails from Anthony Weiner, remember him, he's in prison now, and his former wife, Huma Abedin's shared laptop, have come out. They've exposed 5 more classified messages that should not legally have been there. We now know of 18 of those that were on the laptop. Tom Fitton is the president of Judicial Watch, which secured the release of these emails, and he joins us tonight with an update. Tom, how hard was it to get these?
Oh, it only took 2 years.
It took 2 years.
Federal lawsuit. The FBI found these records last year, back in October, when James Comey famously announced that at a press conference there were other documents on the Weiner laptop.
Were these documents the personal property of Huma Abedin and Anthony Weiner, or were they government property which belongs to us?
Yeah, they were FBI. The FBI determined they were government records, and they were turned over to the State Department, who took forever.
So why did you have to wait 2 years and sue to get them?
Well, because we found out about Clinton's email server back in 2015. We knew Huma Abedin had an email account on that server. We asked for her emails, and they eventually found some of more additional emails on the Weiner laptop that were government records. And again, these are classified records that James Comey and his colleagues at the FBI knew were on the Weiner laptop, but didn't think serious enough to pursue criminal charges against Abedin or Clinton for allowing this egregious abuse of their trust that the American people placed in them in terms of securing classified information to be abused.
So since you've been in Washington a long time and followed cases like this for a long time, give us some perspective. If you had this many classified documents on your laptop, what would the consequences be?
Well, you'd lose your security clearance almost initially, and you'd be subject to a criminal investigation and perhaps a prosecution. And it wasn't just the low-level classified materials that were found in the Clinton email server, but they were highly top-secret documents of the most secure type, and it would have resulted in criminal prosecution. I guarantee you, if you were anyone else but the Democratic nominee for the president. You know, there are 4.5 million people, last I checked, with security clearances. They all know this is a scam, the way that Hillary Clinton and Abedin have been protected, and this is why it's interesting to see the Justice Department, as reported today, is actually re-looking at this issue finally. So the pressure's working, Tucker. The Justice Department is going to go back and ask at least some questions about how this, the Comey-Lynch Justice Department and FBI handled this last year, about the classified information, how that was handled, the decision not to prosecute and things like that. And it's well past time that that take place.
So a system that crushes ordinary people protects the powerful and well-connected.
That's right. And right now, we are fighting this Justice Department, this State Department, the Director of National Intelligence, over whether they're even going to do a damage assessment over having classified material, as I say, on the Internet equivalent of a public park bench.
Unbelievable. Thank you. Tom Fitton. Good to see you.